1, 2, 3. Hey everybody, welcome back to Swift Lessons for a monumentally important lead guitar tip. You know you're soloing with intention when you can strip away all the music, isolate your performance, and still hear the implied chord progression. So in this video, I'm going to share with you one of the solos that I performed in my new Truefire course, Blues Soloing Unlocked, which demonstrates how to tailor fit your licks over a 1-5-4 progression similar to Key to the Highway. If you enjoyed these concepts and want to take advantage of some live teaching sessions and also bonus videos, then I invite you to pre-order that course, link down in the description. All right, let's take a close look at the fretboard. I'm going to break down all the licks you just heard one by one. Okay, breaking down a nice little practice solo for you. Once again, we're jamming over a Key to the Highway style 1-5-4 progression. I've got the key, that's A, to the highway, that's E, D, but I'm bound to go. I'm gonna leave here running, that's A, the E chord, 'cause walking's much too slow. The turnaround. All right, now over those changes, the first lick that I played gets us into the chord progression and also implies the chord A major. All right, utilizing the minor blues scale. Mixing it together with the major pentatonic scale. That lick one more time. Make sure that you can count it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, and 2, and a 3, and... All right, so we're starting off hitting the root note. That's a good place to stop and practice, just right there. 7, 5 up to 6, and then 5, 7 on the B string. All right, then, as the first beat of the next measure comes in, we're gonna play a double stop slide right on beat number 1. Grab the high E string once more. Then you're just scaling down 8, 5, 7. Then I like to do a double stop here. Minor third to major third on the G string, but I'm also barring, so I got 5th fret of the B string before resolving. So put that together. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1. Next lick. Okay, so the incoming chord is now the 5 chord E major. I'm gonna picture it in its D-shaped position, right here on the 4th fret, and basically just arpeggiate that chord and throw in some harmony. So. All right, that's a really sweet major lick over the 5 chord. Pulling off 7 down to 5, high E, and sliding down to the chords, major third. From there, we're just playing 5 on the B, 4 on the G, and then reaching our pinky out to 7 on the D string before grabbing a harmony. 6th fret of the D string, 5th fret B. So once again, minor third to major third, but this time over the E chord. Put that together, we have. From there, we can kind of just flatten this harmony down by half steps, finding ourselves on frets 4 and 3. Now, quick tip, the more places that you can picture the chord you're playing over top of, the better. They serve as checkpoints on the fretboard, and they have overlap in scale patterns. So when we find ourselves right there inside that harmony, we're playing a little piece of the E7 chord shape played in its C-shaped position. All right, so I got an E here, I got an E here, and also right here as well. All right, you put those two licks together and we have 2, 3. All right, now the 4 chord is coming in D, so I'm gonna play. And then work my way back to the 1 chord A with that nice little transition lick, throwing in some chromatics. One more time. Let's get that phrase down first. That's gonna sound fantastic over the 4 chord D, because once again, we're using notes that are right there inside the chord D major. So I'm just sliding up to the 7th fret of the B string, 5 on the E, up a full step. Next I'm gonna slide up, then play 5, 7, 5. So 1 and... All right, now we're gonna get pretty jazzy with it to get ourselves back to the 1 chord A. All right, so one more time, get it into your ear. All right, right there I landed on 2 notes that you're gonna find inside that incoming 1 chord. All right, now we're gonna break that up into 3 parts. That's such an important part of the process to learning licks, breaking them up into chunks. So chunk number 1, I'm sliding up to the 7th fret of the B string and alternating 5 and 7, E string and B string. Chunk number 2. All right, just for extra style points, I'm sliding 6 down to 5, and then alternating 7 on the G, 5 on the B, and back. So, then we just need to walk chromatically back up into the A chord. 4, 5, slide, and find yourself a piece of that major triad. Okay, so chunk number 1, chunk number 2, chunk number 3. Put them together. Then from there, you can throw in some harmony to fill in the space. So that was frets 7 and 7 of the G and high E string. Go up a half step, and then slide into the harmonies on the 9th fret, same strings. There's a lot of different ways of picking those notes apart. All right, then from there, we need a lick to take us from E7 back to the 1 chord A. So I'm gonna play. And right there is my A chord. To wrap it up. All right, so the next phrase one more time. All right, we can break that up into parts. Part number 1. Okay, so right now I'm picturing the upper extension of the minor blues scale. Here's the main position, key of A minor. Remember, we can always play our minor pentatonic and minor blues scales even when we're in a major key. Now, if that's the main position, we got an upper extension right there. All right, that's gonna be frets 9, 8, 10, 8, 10, 11. Right there, that's that flavorful flat 5 note. All right, so let's see if we can play this. It's a little tricky. We're gonna play 10 on the high E string, hammer up, pull off, and then pull off again before simply playing 10, 8, 10, the root note in the key of A. All right, next we're gonna play. Okay, because we're playing over an E chord, we can play kind of inside that shape. All right, that was a hammer pull, 7, 8, 7, 9 on the G, and then just walk chromatically on the B string. All right, right there, grabbing a little piece of the incoming A major chord in its D-shaped position. All right, that's where we can throw in my secret weapon blues lick, which I'll show you in just a second. But for now, let's play what we have so far. Ready? A 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1. Here comes the E. D. A. E. A. Okay, let's get that final phrase down. And real slow. So we just played 10 and 9, B and high E string. Next, we're just gonna walk chromatically on the high E string. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, now, just like we did for the E chord earlier, we're just transposing that same exact idea. We're going to break apart the A chord. 9, 10, 9, 12, 10 sliding up to 11, grabbing a little piece of the A7 chord played as a C shape. All right, so. All right, then there's gonna be a little hiccup, and we can throw in some chord partials, just little bits of an F9 and an E9 chord shape. So, frets 7, 8, 8, 8, bring it down a half step, and now you're implying the 5 chord that you often hear at the end of a blues progression, indicating that the progression is about to start over again. And then from there, we can resolve. So that entire last part of the phrase, we're playing this over the turnaround section of the progression. So. All right, and then we're back into a verse. All right, let's put all that together now. See if you can play through the entire solo at a medium tempo. A 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1. E. D. A. E. A. Alright, and just like that, you learned a bunch of great licks, classic phrases tailor-fitted to the changes that you hear in Key to the Highway. And friends, if you want to learn an extended version of that solo, then I invite you to pre-order my new course, Blues Soloing Unlocked, only at Truefire, link down in the description. And if you pre-order now, then you can take advantage of a bunch of extra kind of bonus resources. I'm going to be doing some live sessions and also delivering 5 study guides to go along with the course's chapters. Until next time, this is Rob Swift coming at you from the Jersey Shore, saying happy picking.